That's where my understanding of morality comes from. I don't need some fucking, I'm an adult. I don't need a mommy or a daddy telling me what I can and can't do. I'm intelligent enough to figure that shit out for myself. And I have worked my ass off to be a good person, and it's not because of God. God didn't fucking help me one step of the way, yet I've still done it. So fucking explain that.
Let me give you an example of how morals are being depleted throughout society. I think most of society at this point still agrees that cheating on your wife or your husband and whatnot is immoral. However, I've been noticing that through the media and different social networks that it's starting to be accepted to cheat on your spouse.
I don't think that that's true. It is not becoming accepted to cheat on your spouse. People, I'm not married. If my boyfriend cheated on me, I would be hella pissed. I don't think that it's okay because everybody has feelings like that when you're in a relationship for a really long time with the same person. It's not, some people act on them, some people don't. It has nothing to do with the media. There's always been infidelity. The media sucks. There's a lot of bad shit in the media, but you can't, if you are fucking influenced that much by the media, if you're so weak-minded that you can't decide your own fucking principles and make up your own mind about shit, and you have to be told what's right or wrong by society, you have a problem. That's your fucking problem. If you can't be a good person without other people telling you how to do it. But that does not speak for all people, and it certainly doesn't speak for atheists.
I know it's disgusting, but more and more people are starting to think that, well, it's so common that people do that it's not that bad. Like, I'll give you an example of how the media pushes it. They've done commercials. I've seen it, like, for one thing, like Desperate Housewives. Eva Longoria's character that was cheating on her husband with a young boy that was, I guess, trimming her weeds out in her front yard. On that show, it was almost like they were glorifying it. It was almost like a, yeah, you go girl, kind of thing. For cheating on her husband, it's starting to be pushed more and more. The more society starts pushing this, that it's okay to cheat on your spouse, the more people are going to accept it. Over time, that's going to change. There's going to be...
That is not true. People still get hurt when they're cheated on. It's not gonna fucking make any difference. No matter how much the media says that it's okay to cheat on your wife, even if that was the case, which it's not, fucking, you can find terrible shit in all kinds of shows, not just cheating, but all kinds, and especially, because the focus of the media is often on sex, because that is an extreme drive. Most of our behavior is driven by sexual impulses, sadly. But we're still very primitive creatures, and that's kind of the price we pay for that. But to say that that it's actually gonna change our view of it, that it's gonna change our moral standard, because, yeah, I think that what the media is doing is saying, like, is showing that it is out there and it happens, and it's always happened. It's always been like that. It seems like if it was up to you, you people, divorce would be illegal and people would be forced to stay with the person they married, despite, their changing, despite growing apart. And that kind of shit happens. And oftentimes before people break up, they'll be, cheating. There's kind of a tearing away of the relationship. And it's sad, but it happens, and it has nothing to do with us rejecting God or ignoring God's laws. It still hurts people. Anybody that was cheated on would be hurt regardless of what the media said about it. Nobody's gonna fucking say, oh, well, the media says it's okay, so I'm not gonna be hurt by it. Please.
No moral standard on being faithful in your marriage anymore, and that's a dangerous road to go down. It's a dangerous road to go down when morals are just thought of as a point of view or an opinion. There's no such thing as morals.
That's bullshit.
I'll give you another example. Bestiality is still disgusting in society. However, bestiality is even being pushed.
Bestiality is not being pushed. This is fucking stupid. I do not see bestiality pushed anywhere. In any places where there's always been bestiality. This is another one of those things. It's always been there. I would assume that probably the percentage of people engaging in bestiality is the same as it's always been. Yeah, you get more people. You're going to have, it's relative. You're going to have the same percentage of people, but there'll be more because there's more people, period. So you might notice some more. It's gross, but it's always been. It's always fucking been, and I'm sure that it's just always been there. And you can't say that it's just happening now, it's being pushed on people. Fucking please. No matter what, I do not think that the average person would be okay with bestiality, even if they, grew up in a situation where, like you're saying, it was being pushed on people, which is fucking bullshit.
With disgusting bestiality porn that people watch.
Always
and even
existing.
you can look at a movie like Clerks 2 where they had a guy having sex with a horse, and they're glorifying that like that was a comedy, like that was a...
That's not glorifying it, that's
no,
making
that was
fun
disgusting.
of it.
I mean, why would anybody think that's funny? Now that's starting to be pushed. Now people are starting to be open to that.
No,
Think about this. Where is our society going in 50 years, maybe even 20 years, with everybody starting to cheat on their spouse and people looking at, bestiality like it's just a common thing? I mean, where is society going? It's getting pretty disgusting. Basically, if you don't have God to basically keep your morals in check, then what do you have? You only have the morals of society, and the morals of society change, and they're being depleted as we speak.
You have a warped and retarded view of what morality is. Morality, I think that I've pretty much already spelled it out for you, that morality has nothing to do, it doesn't even have to be cultural, because it is ingrained in us. It's natural order. It's the same fucking thing. You wouldn't say that ants have a conscience, that ants practice morality. Yet, if an ant in a colony becomes infected or diseased, the other ants will take that ant, remove it from the colony, because it's best for the colony. It has nothing to do with morals. It doesn't have anything to do with their society and their opinions on it. It's fucking strict biological evolutionary law, and it's important, and if you understood any fucking science, you would understand that. And that's all I can say is look into it. Fucking go open an encyclopedia and look up the conscience. It was around long before Christianity, and it will be around after Christianity is dead and buried.